This is Case Keenum at his camp. He had Tank Dell right there. Tank Dell standing next to him, and this is Case Keenum talking to some campers who I'm guessing are somewhere between the ages of 12 and 42, given my previously demonstrated awfulness at guessing ages.
I'm telling you, I've thrown to Stephon Diggs, Andre Johnson, Adam Thielen, DeAndre Hopkins. I've thrown to a lot of guys. And every now and again, I just stand there, I look at it, I get this feeling. It's like, this guy's gonna catch the ball no matter where I put it. And this guy right here is one of those guys, man. Tank Dell played at the University of Houston right here. He's a Coug.
Okay.
I've had
listen to these guys that he says.
I've thrown to Stephon Diggs, Andre Johnson, Adam Thielen, DeAndre Hopkins. I've thrown to
those are four pretty good comparisons right there. I think that Case, when you listen to sound bites from this weekend, I think he's speaking from the heart and genuinely so. But I think the biggest takeaway that Sean Pendergast had was that, man, he is very much speaking like a guy who is he wasn't talking like, hey, these are the guys I'm in competition with. He was speaking almost like an ambassador to the Texans. It feels like he is taking very seriously this role of representing not just the Texans but the city of Houston. And he gushed about the improvements they've made to the facility and the program since the last time he was here. He gushed about Davis Mills and the fact that he can sling it, which is true. I think Davis Mills in his highlight throws, he's made some very, very impressive throws. It's a matter of consistency. And yes, you can blame some of it on Pep Hamilton or supporting cast. He just needs to be more consistent in a lot of ways. I do think there's an opportunity for him in this offense if he just really, and it sounds like he has really jumped into learning the offense and competing, whatever that means. I mean, you take somebody number 2 overall, that guy's going to start at some point. But I think that Davis Mills could really help himself out best by learning this particular offense, having a grounding in the Kubshanistani offense, which half the teams in the league are running. And at some point, maybe he gets traded, maybe CJ gets injured, whatever it might be. And he could work his way into another opportunity. So it's so far, it sounds like that part of it's pretty good. As far as Tank Dell being a guy that you can throw to anywhere, it's interesting that CJ would frame it that way, or excuse me, it's interesting that Case would frame it that way, because it's not like obviously Tank Dell has a huge catch radius or anything. I do think he is deceptively strong. He's and it's not because he's thick or anything, but I do think that he shows in his ability to break tackles. It's not just him cutting, it's him breaking tackles after the catch. And then his just flat out speed to be able to run underneath anything you throw. I think that's probably, I'm thinking of certain routes where Case could just throw with touch, either on a go or a post or on a deep out, and feel like, okay, he's going to get him. He's going to place himself underneath this. He's going to track it well and place himself underneath it. And he's also a good ambassador, obviously, for the University of Houston.